Well, it's originated as Angelo's, the first, and my dad and my uncle Jerry, they basically, my father was, rolling around in one of those baby chairs, rolling around a pizza shop. And when they got older, my grandfather wasn't, retiring at that point, and he bought my dad's place up there on Park Ave for him to open.
She winds up, boom, knocks him out cold.
Oh, wow.
Right on the ground. Who are you? Who are you going to buy the... So what if you have money? So it's everybody else in line, but who are you? Yes.
I didn't change a thing. I mean, I've been doing it since...
That's what you need to say to your customers right now.
8 years old.
Tell them about it.
Tell them about it. And my grandfather's out front making the pizza. I'm in the back making the dough,
Mm-hmm.
So when I bought the place, my grandfather worked there for 6 years after I owned the place, and I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah, I tried to talk about the toppings. Oh yeah, that's the sweet sauce. It's my first time having this many toppings. Excuse me, on a sweet sauce pizza.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic. I'm gonna keep this
thank you.
Welcome to Food Fight. I'm your host, Brian DiMattei. I'm here with a very special guest today in the Food Fight studio, third generation pizza maker and owner of Angelo's Pizzeria, the one and only Bill Ricci. Bill, welcome to Food Fight.
Thanks for the invite, man.
You're absolutely welcome. Thank you for the pizza.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you for the pizza. We're staring at and smelling at what do you call this specifically?
Well, we don't name any pizzas.
Okay.
Because then that's the confusion.
Okay.
But you can order however you want. That's just basically a pizza with a whole bunch of toppings on it.
That is my supreme style pizza.
Yeah.
So we got pepperoni, sausage, peppers, olives, and onion, right?
Yep.
But you put sweet peppers on there today.
Yes.
That is going to change the whole profile for me. I'm going to love it. I love it. Those are the good green sweet peppers.
Mm-hmm.
You ever have shitty green sweet peppers?
Yeah.
God almighty, man. What are you doing?
We
Right?
we
so
basically go through it, what we use, and we try
Mhm.
and keep to the same company, same everything.
Good. Because you can get those, ones that look like that though, you can tell those just by looking at them.
Oh, yeah, they're amazing.
Just by looking at them, you can tell that they're the good green sweet peppers. So we're going to get to that pizza in a little while. We already enjoyed, you brought me a thick style pizza with the sweet sauce on there. Absolutely love it. And then we had a pickle pizza with bacon.
Yeah, it was
Holy
amazing.
shit. So that if you're following, that review has been out for a little while. Please go on DiMattei's Food Fight and check it out. And then we're going to continue. We're going to get into this pizza in a little while. But we are here to hear the story of your family's history in pizza in the area. There's a couple royalty families in the area when it comes to pizza.
Oh,
what
yeah.
I mean? And,
There's a bunch.
and it's just the history of it going all the way back for your family story, 1960, I believe, right?
Yep.
Please, could you tell us a little bit of that? So that was that was Angelo's, that's your shop you have right now.
Yes.
That was the original.
Yep.
Please give us a little history of that. Tell us about your grandfather, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Angelo. He started off as a canvassing. He was doing canvassing all over the place, selling brooms and stuff like that. And he always wanted to open up a pizza shop. So he saw one in a newspaper or some kind of ad or somebody selling it, Anita's Pizza, down the road from where we are today. It's the Middle East Bakery, I believe, right on Hazel Street. So he saw it, and he bought it. And the legend goes on, it's...
So did he use their pizza recipe?
He as of everybody, they change it. They make it the way they want.
Okay.
He was telling me stories about, it was set up as a restaurant, but he did do the pizza, and he changed, things like with the sauce. I believe he said they had onion juice in the sauce and
onion juice.
Yeah. So he altered everything, I guess.
Okay.
And made it to what it is today.
Okay. So did he change the name of it?
Yes.
To Angelo's?
Yes.
Where did the one and only come from?
I added that because there was Angelo's in Wyoming and all those other places.
Yeah,
so
they're all over the place.
I wanted to make sure it was, that everybody knew it was just the one.
Was there a little bit of was there any rumbles or any conversations about you labeling it that?
No, not really.
No?
Kind of stole it off of Abe's Hot Dogs
Oh,
because he had the same thing going on,
I love Abe's hot dog. Which Abe's do you like?
The one on South Main.
That's not the same one as the Abe's in Kingston, right? The different.
No.
I get them confused.
That's why he did that too.
Okay.
The one and only.
Because I've been the Abe's, I've been the Abe's, this Abe's, and the other Abe's are the same owners, so the same food. But
Yeah.
the other one that is South Main Street where they don't make French fries, right?
Yeah, that's the original, from my understanding, because there was a little bit of a conflict
So
there.
from what I understand, that's not the original. Abe's in Kingston and Wilkes-Barre are the original.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's a big battle going on.
I
there.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Someone's got to be right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's definitely a way we can prove that.
Yes.
Sure,
Get a thing going on.
Go right to the courthouse or get them on the show.
Yes.
And have them fight with hot dogs or something like that. We're gonna go. Me and Mike are gonna go down to the South Main Street one, and then there's Barney's Lunch.
Barney's Lunch.
So we're gonna tag team those at the same day and see what's better.
Yeah. They had that hot dog guy come in.
Yeah, I saw that. The guy from Barstool.
Yes.
The guy from Barstool. I saw that. It was hysterical.
Yeah. He's a pisser, that guy.
Oh, he was a bee. He had the hot dog hat on and everything.
Yeah.
So speaking of people coming into your shop, Dave Portnoy was going to your shop. Did you meet him when he came down there?
No, I did not.
I was, you know where I was too? I wasn't in the area. I was in Atlantic City.
Oh, really?
No. I'm sorry. When he came to Wilkes-Barre, I don't remember where I was. I don't even know he came in, but when he came to Old Forge,
yes,
it was just so happened I went to Atlantic City that day. And I remember, I was there the day before. I remember waking up and seeing people from town talking about it. I'm like, I almost got in the car and drove back because I was messaging them on Messenger for like maybe once in a while. Mm-hmm. Hey, come to Old Forge, try Old Forge Pizza out. And I have no idea if they read the message or not. But the fact that they came down there and I wasn't down for that. Son of a bitch.
I'm surprised he didn't come down to Wilkes-Barre after that, you know?
When was he here for Wilkes-Barre? Did he come to your place once or twice?
Once. 2000, I would say it was 2020.
I just saw oh yeah, because you know why the reminiscence of people wearing the mask and everything like that.
Yes.
I remember he enjoyed it, which I'm not surprised he did.
Yeah.
But I remember somebody walked by him and said to him, "You get the sweet sauce." And he goes, I knew that was going to be a big deal around here, and he didn't get the sweet sauce.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't get another one. You know,
just go right back in and try it.
Try it out.
Yeah. Who else did he try in the area that day?
Shelley's, my uncle's, Jerry's.
Okay.
And I think there was one other one too.
I think it was Sabatini's.
Sabatini's,
yes.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I just had Sabatini's for the first time a few months ago, and I thought I didn't like it from having it years like when I was younger, but it was really good.
Yeah.
Staff was nice.
It's on my list. I never had it.
Never had it?
No.
Oh, it's worth it. It's so I want to get into the similarities of the crusts for pizza in this area.
Yes.
Because your style, because Sabatini's is like your style too. Where did that style originate? I call it NEPA style pizza because you just can't find it anywhere. It's not New York style. So where did that specific style of pizza and what makes it different from the New York style dough? Because there's a significant difference between this pizza in your traditional New York style pizza.
Mm-hmm.
You could just by looking at it, you know this was style pizza. Look at the crust, thin, crispy, right?
Yeah.
What makes this dough different from the dough from New York style pizza?
I guess I think people just say it's the area with the water and the way the humidity and everything like that. I can't really answer that.
But people are making New York style pizza. Is it the ingredients?
I would say so. You can change it. Anything possible. There's a lot of things you have to do to the dough to, get it for a certain time of the year. Okay. And, you really got to work with it and, mess with it when it starts the seasons start to change as well.
Interesting. So to keep it the same, you got to change ingredients every once in a while.
Not ingredients.
Okay.
Just the way, the way you make it to make it so it doesn't rise different or it doesn't, rise, that kind of thing.
So the heat from the winter, we got nice freezing temperatures lately.
Yeah.
So you got to treat your dough a little bit differently in the winter because of the heat inside versus springtime when you might have the windows open.
Yes.
And then the summertime with the air conditioning.
Yeah, you got to change it a little bit.
If you got air conditioning, that is.
Yeah.
You ever work in a kitchen with no air conditioning?
Oh, it's bad.
Holy shit. Like you were just sweating and getting paid shit.
Yeah.
And sweating. Yeah. And eating mozzarella sticks because the deep fryer is right there.
Yeah.
I worked at, remember Marvelous Mugs up the mountain back in the day?
Yeah.
I worked there for over a decade.
Really?
Yep. I worked there when I was 15. Then, or 15, they changed the work laws. I had to go back when I was 16. And then I was there for, about 10 years. And I left and I worked at Roots Chris in the casino. Worked there for about 3 years.
For Mets?
From the Mets group. So the
Yeah.
Mets group's great guys.
Great guys.
Yeah, they really are nice. They really are nice. So I worked for them a little while, and I took an opportunity with Darden Restaurants, Red Lobster. Then I left Darden Restaurants to work. I was a manager at Damon's in Clark Summit.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't go too well. That was about 4 months. That job was couldn't work there anymore, and I left. Went back to Darden Restaurants, but that's when I started to. I was pretty deep into my addiction at the time, which I'm open about in the area, right? So. I was just a mess myself, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. I know I didn't want to be in the restaurant business anymore, and I ended up quitting Darden Restaurants. But I was going to get fired anyway. I was fucking everything up, and I ended up being. I became a dealer at the casino.
Mm-hmm.
I was blackjack dealer, craps dealer, roulette dealer. I did that for about 8 years, but it got me away from the restaurant business. I ended up getting in trouble. I got better. That was about 10 years ago. I ended up cleaning my life up about 10 years ago, and now I'm sitting here doing food fight, eating pizza. You know what I mean? It's fantastic, and it was a struggle. It was hard, but it made me the person I am today, and I wouldn't change it. I was able to get out of trouble. I was on treatment court, got my charges dismissed, all that kind of stuff. You know, I was lucky. I was blessed with that opportunity, and I was going somewhere with that. Where were we leading with that, Bill? I fucked myself up there with that story. Took myself away from it.
We were talking about the dough, and then we were talking about
the different seasons and everything like that.
Yeah.
But how'd I get myself? Oh, I was telling you about my restaurant career.
Marvelous Mugs.
My restaurant,
Yeah.
That's exactly. So we take some detours here on Food Fight once in a while. So yeah, I worked at Marvelous Mugs for a long time, and it was just that was my first fill around. Oh, the kitchen. Hot kitchen. There we go. I'm back. So it'd be like 120 degrees in there, and my manager asked, could you cook a couple days a week? So I went from serving or bartending, where I was making cash every night in the air conditioning, to working for like $12 an hour in the kitchen and sweating my ass off.
Mm-hmm.
Get my balls busted.
Yeah.
Horrible work.
That's how it is with us with the pizza ovens. We got 3 ovens going at 550 degrees, and I just put all new air conditioners in the place, and it still just doesn't keep up. It's very hard.
I bet. I couldn't even imagine. It's just, I couldn't imagine. I've been there before, but hydrate, get some fans going.
Yeah.
But even when the air conditioner's going, it's still hot as fuck in there. So you just told me, we're in the kitchen eating some sweet sauce today, that your family originated the sweet sauce in the area.
Yeah. Donna Sofa, she was our manager. She passed a couple years ago. And her son, Ryan, wanted a sweeter pizza. And all the JR crew, he was in high school, and he wanted a sweet pizza. So Donna made him a pizza with just basically more sugar in it, and it went nuts. You know, everybody wanted it. So then we wound up making it in the Kool-Aid pitchers. Mm-hmm. And it just grew from there to where me and my grandfather put another sweet sauce pump in.
Oh, I love that.
And then we were going more sweet than the original.
Interesting. So how did you guys end up marketing the sweet sauce after it was made for the first person?
Just basically sweet sauce, and then it just grew. Like, it was just nuts. It was hearsay. Like, it was just one kid after another, and then it just got so big. It was just, hey,
I love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that.
And the bacon with it, different toppings with the sweet, balances it out,
I do. Sweet sauce and bacon is just fantastic combination. It's really good too. I had it at your place for the first time, and only place I had it for, the anchovies.
Yeah.
The anchovies.
Oh, we use good anchovies.
Oh man, full sweet sauce, half anchovies. This is so good. I once got, like I told you earlier, I've said it before many times on my page, Angelo's was my first ever sweet sauce, about just a little over 3 years ago. Someone brought it to me, and she goes, "You ever had a sweet sauce before?" I'm like, "No, I never had a sweet sauce. What's sweet sauce? I never even heard of it. I'm an old forger, Old Forest is great, and there's no sweet sauce. Now there is. It's growing up in Lackawanna County now. Yeah. But she brought me a sweet sauce pizza, and Bill, that was it. I was like, this is unbelievable. And I think it was my first time having this style of pizza too. Because I was always New York, or Old Forge style.
Deep dish,
and not even that was like this New York style, or big Sicilian style, or Old Forge style. That's where I was just always go.
My father's.
Oh yeah, that's a Ricci's.
Sicilian, yeah.
Ricci's Sicilian pizza. That's really, really good. Yeah, we're gonna bounce into that in a second. Excuse me. Sip of water. But so with all these different styles of pizza, it was just when I had the sweet sauce. I remember I said, "Let's get I got an extra sweet sauce with extra cheese.
Mhm.
It weighed 5 pounds heavier than the regular pizza did.
It went everywhere
It
too.
went-
Probably.
oh yeah. So when I bit into it, there must have been little holes in the cheese and like little volcanoes of sweet sauce would be coming out, and that was a lot of sugar that night.
Oh
That was
yeah.
a lot of sugar that night.
Yeah.
How many grams of sugar are in a slice of pizza?
I think there's a lot.
It's a lot. That's fair. I like that. So you just mentioned you say your father for Ricci's?
Yes.
Oh, so we got Angelo's, we got Jerry's,
Mhm.
and we got Ricci's.
Yep.
Tell me all about that.
Well, it's originated as Angelo's, the first, and my dad and my uncle Jerry. They basically, my father was rolling around in one of those baby chairs, rolling around
Yeah.
a pizza shop. And when they got older, my grandfather wasn't retiring at that point, and he bought my dad's place up there on Park Ave for him to open. And my dad ventured off into the Sicilian pizza,
Mm-hmm.
which took off crazy. And I remember him telling me the stories about how he went and learned how to make Sicilian pizza out in the Poconos, right by Tannersville there. And we used to go for rides in the vet. And he would show me, where he did it and how he learned it and everything, which was a cool story as well. And my Uncle Jerry, actually my dad looked at my Uncle Jerry's place before he bought the one on Park Ave. Luna Rosa was, I believe, the one where Jerry is today.
Mm-hmm.
And there was, I can't remember off the top of my head of the name my dad's place was before that. They were both pizza shops that, didn't make it, and they were for sale.
Okay.
Luna Rosa was a big pizza place. But then it just gradually, fell off,
What do you
and
think?
he was selling it.
I want to know what happened with that place.
I don't know. I wasn't even thought of or even know anything at that time,
Yeah.
But I've been in the pizza business since like him,
Okay.
I
Yeah,
learned from both places,
Okay.
his place and my grandfather.
I love that.
Yeah.
So was Sicilian pizza popular in this area before your father started it? Before you learned how to make it?
I think it was growing. You know,
Okay. Because Old Four style was always in here.
it was always
But Sicilian style, I wonder where that Sicilian style originated from.
deep dish Sicilian. I mean,
So everyone that's listening, we're not talking about people confuse the two in the area.
yes, they
We
do.
say Sicilian, most people go immediately to fried Sicilian pizza, and that's not what we're talking about. Talking about right, it's traditional
Yeah.
Sicilian fucking
Sicilian,
pizza.
yeah.
I fucking love it. I had
These
it
are made
once.
in the old.
Yeah,
You can't even buy these pans anymore.
Oh,
That's the
love
taste,
that. It's completely different than pan fried.
Yes,
Yeah, it is. It looks different. I had it once. I'm overdue for it again.
it's in all the bars, the local bars that carry it. He delivers to
Oh, I didn't know that.
local corner bars.
Okay.
He does that during the week, couple days during the week.
Oh, that's great.
goes everywhere.
I bet people love that.
Oh yeah,
I bet people absolutely love that.
yeah.
So then whose place is Jerry's then?
Jerry's, I can't remember. That was the Luna Rosa.
Right. Whose place is it now?
Jerry and I believe his whole family is down there working. My
Okay.
son and his daughter, and they're there.
What's the relation? I apologize. I must have got confused with something.
It's confusing. It is confusing.
What was the relation with Jerry's?
That was my dad's brother and Angelo's son.
So they sold it to the people that own it now, or they're still running it now.
They're still running it
Oh,
now.
okay. Okay. So it's all whole family.
We're all three. The three of
I
us
love
are all
that.
still one.
I call it the triangle of sweet sauce.
Yeah. They're similar.
Mhm. There is similar. But if I had to choose, sweet sauce pizza, it's gonna be the one and only.
The mothership.
It's gonna be, the fucking mothership.
Yep.
Absolutely. I used to call Mohegan Sun in Connecticut the mothership. When I worked
Oh yeah.
I worked at the casino right there. You ever play craps?
Yes.
You like playing craps?
Yeah.
Fucking. What's your reaction?
Yeah. It depends. I was pretty good at it. But I forgot how to play it.
You don't remember the kind of bets you used to make? Like you bet on the numbers? Did you play come bets?
I'd play, crazy ones, like people would get mad sometimes if they're really into the game. They get mad when you play the stupid shit.
You
But
have no idea, bro.
I played
know.
it,
Yeah.
you know?
It's just the field is the worst bet in the casino.
yes,
That's the worst odds.
they hate when you did that.
Yeah, it has the worst odds. That's the worst odds. Because most players, the players that would hit you play in the field are the ones that were shooting the dice from the other side
Yeah.
because they don't want the dice hit the fucking field because they want their dice to hit the field
Yes.
and not the chips.
Okay.
That's where probably most of the steam came from,
See,
right?
I never knew that.
That's what I would think. I can't think of any other reason why people would care. I never seen anybody care about the field bets on the side the dice weren't being thrown. But the other side, oh, you gotta put that there.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta put that there. You can't put it there in the corner.
Mhm.
And most people would be like, yeah, no problem. Other people would be like, yo, go fuck yourself.
That's
I
it.
put my money right there. Right? Oh, God, I used to.
It's like blackjack too. They get mad when you're supposed to stay or hit or whatever.
They get crazy.
They get crazy.
That's worse than craps. That's worse. The blackjack. Yeah. There were more arguments on blackjack, me when I was dealing blackjack, than there ever was anywhere else. This girl and this guy were playing blackjack one night, and he kept on going to the ATM machine.
Mm-hmm.
You get like about 3, maybe what do you get? 3 visits to the Mac machine, I think, something like that, right?
Wow.
I don't know what it is. I'm not sure how many you could get before the money gets cut off, right? So he went the first time. She gave him shit. Not that bad though. Comes back, loses a couple $100 again. Not too long of a time.
Mm-hmm.
Then he goes back to the machine. Right, comes back again, loses a couple more $100. After he lost, she goes to him. She goes, if you lose this hand, if you get up to go to the ATM machine, I'm gonna knock you out.
Oh wow.
Well, so I'm just dealing, not thinking anything about it, right? He loses. I catch like a 7-card 21, something like that. He loses his shit. He gets up, goes into his pocket. She winds up, boom, knocks him out cold.
Oh wow.
Right on the ground. I bring my lid up on the table as I cover the chips, and I just stand there now and I just watch. Oh my God. The security, the cops couldn't come fast enough. There's state troopers all over the place in that place.
Yeah, I heard that they're like right on.
They're not even in uniform, some of them too. So they're there.
Yeah.
They're there, and they don't let themselves known until they need to.
Yeah.
I could tell you gambling stories for fucking days, Bill.
Yeah.
Just you get alcohol and gambling and egos all in the same category, and there's 5 or 6 of them right next to each other. I switched the day shift before I quit. I ended up leaving there, but I worked night shift for years, and
that's where the fun is.
It was fun, but I had no life outside of work though.
Yeah.
My days off were Tuesday, Wednesdays, and I worked till 3. Then I would work from 6:30 to 3 in the morning. At least day shift, I get out of work at 6 o'clock. A little bit of normal life, but I worked weekends my whole life. I worked between the restaurant business, how many Friday and Saturday nights have you worked? Your whole fucking life. Yeah. And Sundays, who knows what's going on Sundays, Busy day for Pizzeria, especially during football season. You guys are open on Sunday, right?
Yeah. Hey, 7 days a week.
What's today?
Today's Friday.
Today's Friday. You're open 7 days a week. That's right.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good business right there. And some people don't. And some people, they want to close 2 days. And they need to probably because it's a tough business. You're not there 7 days a week, are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you? Busting your ass.
But I start in the morning and then I get days off, but it's not until, afternoon.
I understand. Looking for the perfect grooming experience for your pup? Welcome to Carly's Fairy Tale Dog Grooming, located at 8 North Main Street in Pittston. We offer boutique-style grooming with a focus on quality over quantity. Your furry friend will enjoy a cage-free, stress-free environment where they will feel comfortable and pampered. At Carly's, we make sure every dog leaves feeling and looking like royalty. Call 541-410-9582 or stop in today to book your appointment at Carly's Fairy Tale Dog Grooming. What's your favorite pizza in the area? You can't say yours.
I like all of them. Newtown, Serpico's. I go everywhere. I try
Serpico's, Slices. Yeah. I just had their steak and cheese.
That's
stuffed steak and cheese.
3 cheese. I like the stuffed cheese.
Fucking A, man. It was so good. Me and Mike were going there a couple times a week. We've been going to Lino's up here on the Wyoming Ave. That's why I asked you for a Supreme. Because I like Supreme style pizzas, but I don't order when I order pizza. I just get it plain. I always get it plain, no matter where I get it from.
Yeah.
And I save the toppings for when I go for slices. So, me and Angelo Ricci, we're talking about him. Angelo, his family owns Dino's in the mall. We're talking about him, and then he's opening his new shop up. Me and Mike ran into him at Lino's the one night, and I go, "Hey, what's up?" He's just sitting there having a slice. He goes, "I fucking love slices." He goes, "I rather reheat my slices than have a fresh pie out of the oven." And I hear what he's saying. I like both of them. Both of them bring a unique flavor. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
So you get the fresh pie out of the oven. Like I told you, I ate when I had Angelo's a few weeks ago. Long overdue review, but I crushed it though. Absolutely crushed it, man. 100,000 people saw those fucking reviews.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. Between the picture of your shop, I do the 3. When I'm really into it, when I'm really into a place, I do like a 3-tier review. over 3 days. It's the picture of the spot. Ask them what their order is, and people get into the content, you know. And the next day is the picture of the pizza. Then there's the reel. So you got 3 days for, you know, it's just me showing my appreciation to the food in this area.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And between all 3 of those posts, Dimate's Food Fight, over 100,000 people saw that.
Oh, wow.
That's the reach that it's getting at. And it's just a big part of it is, one, is the community that's involved with the page. And the most of the community. There's a lot of followers from out of state that follow the page, but there's also the local community around here in NEPA that help build that. Help build all the businesses in the area that support local business all the time. You know what I mean? Those are the people that really make all this fucking shit happen.
I support every pizza shop. I don't put any of them down.
There's no need for it.
Yeah, I eat everywhere with the pizza. I love trying different, like you.
Yeah.
I go to all the pizza joints.
We just tried the Vinci's on the Square up in Scranton.
Oh, wow.
Young kid owns it, Ty. His name's Tyler. It was really good. We got a couple slices, reheated up to tomato basil and a plain. Excellent. And then we wanted more. So Mike went up for a couple more slices and then come right out of the oven. So we got to experience the fresh out of the oven and the slice. And there was two different flavors. I have both videos I'm reviewing in their post. It was just two different. One was reheated up, a little extra crispy. The other one was just fresh and it was still crispy.
How about Cosmo? You go to Cosmo's?
Fucking Cosmo's great.
He knows everybody.
Yeah, Cosmo's great. You know Cosmo?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. How long have you been friends for?
5 years.
He's great. His food is amazing. He was on my show towards the beginning of it. He's like, I got on there at 10 in the morning. He's like, Brian, he goes, you got to get me here at like 8:30 at night on like a Friday. He goes, you have a whole different show. So we're going to get him back on the show here, 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. It'll be a whole different Cosmo. His food, his pizza, it's really, really good.
Yeah, it's good.
That little combination of the Gigi. You ever have the Gigi? It reminds you of it's what's the word I'm looking for? He made it out of Gingerelli's pizza in Old Forge, so it's very similar to that. Like he made it purposely like that with the pepper on the crust and the cheese and the thick sauce.
I have to try it.
You know, it's just called
good?
Yeah, it's just a regular red pizza, but it resembles Gingerelli's Old Forge pizza. Are you an Old Forge pizza fan?
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite down in town?
I like Arkell and Janelle's.
Yeah, me too. That's my spot.
That was my spot too when I was, back in the day. We'd go up there for dinner all the time.
Well, back in the day, mine was Gingerelli's. That was our Friday night pizza spot. Tray red, tray white, but they closed years ago.
Yeah,
everything that happened down there, I
heard that they were going to reopen or not.
There was rumors of it. There was even a sign in the window for alcohol and all that kind of stuff. But there was rumors that the new place, Bobo's Pizza, and I don't know, Forge is great. It resembles Gingerelli's a little bit. They were telling me, they'll open up next week. This is months ago, so I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
I'm sure it'll happen.
I'm sure it's just a landmark, and I would love that pizza. It's just amazing. But Carol and Janelle's though, their double crusted white pizza, it's awesome.
We went there. I was like 20, 21. We were going there at night, and it was just a cool place. All the waitresses we knew, the old ladies, and they just had fun at the end of the night because they'd be closing up and hanging out, and just the stories they would tell.
You can't have dinner in there anymore now.
No, they closed that up.
Yeah, I remember I was at a football game years ago watching my niece cheerlead. I go, let's go to Carol and Janelle's, have some dinner. You can't sit inside there anymore.
Nope.
I'm like, well, they never able to. I guess Angelo was like, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Yeah. That's pretty much what it was. We're doing really well at our takeout place now, all that kind of good stuff. So, but they do parties and stuff in there.
Upstairs.
So they even do parties in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, they close up. They have the back room. They got the back room banquet hall. I've been to so many banquets there. You've probably been to a banquet or a funeral or something in that banquet hall.
Bocce ball.
The bocce court, they are beautiful.
Yeah.
The Sons of Italy run that. They're great, those guys down there. Wanted to do it last year. Maybe we could do it this spring or maybe in the summer. I want to get a lot of people involved. Probably right up your alley. A pizza eating contest or a Dimite food festival where it has all the local, like a pizza thing. You know how important they did the pizza thing in New York? I was going to go with Cosmo that day. We never went, though. We make plans, and we never follow through sometimes. But I would love to do like an NEPA pizza festival and just get all the pizza spots on one ground. You know what I mean? And it'd be amazing, especially the way the community is. And most people are supportive. You know what I mean? Some people aren't. You know what I mean? But I think it will be something like that. But going back to the bocce was like having like a pizza eating contest at our Carol and Janelle's and having a bocce tournament to go along with it.
That'd be something cool.
That'd be
And
really-
some cannolis throw in there.
Cannolis, yeah, cannoli,
Espresso.
all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so definitely in the works. Definitely something planned with that. But little detour with me doing the podcast by myself now. I have a second podcast that we're going to start soon, and we're going to be working on some other videos and social media gigs for people too. So what's your social media presence like? You do it yourself? Your Angelo's page?
It's the first. I mean, I had a girl that Tiffany.
Okay.
She does like old time Charlies, and she
Okay.
does a bunch of She was doing it for a little while,
Yeah,
but with our business, it's like we don't really need it because we're always so busy.
that's fair.
You know,
That's fair.
and having the time to do it,
Mhm.
and it's just a lot of work.
You know, it could be a lot of work, but if you learn how to do it properly and you're able to streamline it and get like one or two other people to help you do it, it could be really big for the business because that's the way it's going now.
It is.
That's the way it's going, and you want to keep
it going.
you want to keep reaching. I was just telling somebody yesterday, you want to keep reaching new people,
Mhm.
and not everyone might know about Angelo as the one and only yet, but if you do, we'll talk about it after the show. You know what I mean? If you run a couple, you keep posting regularly 2-3 times a day and you keep up with the content, Facebook will push those pages out to people that haven't seen them before, which could be potential customers. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But God bless though. You're busy.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you say? You pump. I walked in there. People were like, you got a car? I called. It was Friday afternoon. It was like 2:30. You open at 3 on Friday, right? Or 11 o'clock on Friday?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock on Friday. So I called about 2:30, half an hour for the pizza. I'm like, perfect. Got dressed, went over the bridge, found my way to Hazel Street, got a good parking space, checked my mirrors, got out.
Make sure you park in the back. There is a parking. And,
I saw that afterwards.
Yeah, and
I
the
saw it afterwards.
church.
I didn't mind parking on the. I don't mind parking on the street, but I realize now that there's a parking lot. I had to
mirrors.
I had to get a picture too, so I had to be out in front. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pizza was hot. It was fresh. Absolutely delicious. What is so we got to talking. You reached out to me when I stopped by, which is nice, by the way. I love that.
Mhm.
And then I posted a picture of an '88 Camaro. And
Yeah.
now we have Camaros in common.
Mhm.
And I remember you sent me a picture of your car collection.
Mhm.
What got you involved with the cars?
Me and my dad, and it just grew. You know, I've had a Corvette my whole life. 16 years old, I had a car, I restored it, and then it got crazy. I started hanging out with a lot of other, car guys.
You get addicted to it, the lifestyle.
Cars and coffee.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. You get the lifestyle of it. What was your father's favorite car?
Corvette.
Wait,
Chevelle.
any specific year?
No,
That's
not
a
really.
nice-
I mean, when I was growing up, the first Corvette we had was a 90 Corvette.
It's a good style. I
Yeah.
like those styles. They were I could picture it in my head. I'm almost certain because I remember the guy in 90210 had it. It was
Mhm.
1990.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, after that, we were flipping them, making money to get better ones, bigger,
That's great.
faster ones and
Mhm.
stuff. And then, I got this idea and this garage came available and I wound up redoing an old gas station and playing around with a lot of cars.
I'm gonna come see those cars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a good time. Maybe I come down and see them before we get this episode out.
Yeah.
We get some pictures.
Yeah.
I can't drive a stick, so I probably can't drive any of those cars.
No, I have some
Some automatics?
Yeah.
I never learned how to drive a standard car.
It's easy.
Just never had to. I
it's
just
not
never. My brother tried to show me once on the old Chevy Lumina,
hard.
the Z24, I believe they were. They were all Z everything. Those. Remember back in the day, Chevy with the Z.
Yeah.
I watched this amazing channel on YouTube, like My Old Cars or something like that, and man, the details this guy gets into, I love it. I absolutely love. I just love old cars. I want an '88 or '90 Camaro with the T-tops off. Oh, man,
They're bringing good money.
the red one.
They're up there,
I just saw one the other day on here. Now that's all I see now. Are pictures of Camaros now. You know what I mean?
IROC.
IROC Z20. Look at this. Look at that car.
That's badass. That's $100,000 online for sale.
This car right here.
Yeah.
Did you see probably the same post?
Yeah.
Look at that car. That is unbelievable. Man, oh man, oh man. Those pinstripes are beautiful on that car.
They
Look at
make
that
it in
car.
a convertible. They sent it out. They sent it out to another company, and they were making them into
a lot
convertibles for a while.
a lot of people do a lot of custom cars. There's some you get like the rich Saudis.
Yeah.
You see some of their stupid cars.
Yeah.
They're literally combining cars.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they're making it into like trucks and stuff. I was watching a thing where you could buy the kit to make what was it, a Challenger or something like that into a truck or something.
It was something like that, but they were like, they're doing that too. But what I'm talking about, Bill, is they're getting like, no, I'm just saying this for an example. They're getting like a Chevy Camaro and a Corvette, and they're putting them together.
Yeah,
something like that. Like, what's your opinion on the newest style of the Corvettes? Besides, listen, they're beautiful, they're sharp. They look a lot like a Lamborghini though, like an older style Lamborghini, and it looked like it took away a little bit from the Corvette itself. You agree with that?
I own one. I just got rid of mine.
What color was yours that you saw?
Pearl white.
Yeah,
I had an anniversary edition, nice. And it's just a different car. I mean, the handling, everything is there. You know, it's just the engine's in the rear, and it's just, to me, it feels like it's just not a Corvette. You know,
it doesn't. I always think it's a Ferrari when I see one.
Yeah,
I do. Every time I see one, I think it's I think it's a Ferrari, or, you know, not so much a Lamborghini. Lamborghini's a lot smaller, a lot to the ground. You know what I mean? A little slicker. But the Ferraris are. That's what it looks like. Oh, yeah. What was the one Ferrari Testarossa, the one year, probably in the 90s. Like the ones that everyone, like from Vice, from Miami Vice. Yeah.
They're cool cars, but like every 15,000 miles, you got to take the whole engine out. And
they're hard to. Oh, really?
Put a new belt in there, and it's.
They're hard to get too.
Yeah, they're hard to get.
You got to be like a. I was learning. You have to be like. You have to get them to sell you a car.
Yeah.
It's not. Hey, I want to buy this. Well, who are you? Who are you going to buy this? So what if you have money? So it's everybody else in line. But who are you? Like they want quality clientele to like buy their car. No, to buy them off of Ferrari, of course.
Well, you can see they took off. What was it? Justin Bieber he can't ever buy one again. He did something to. You can't change the colors. You can't wrap them. You can't do crazy shit to them. So there's a lot of people on the list that they can never own one ever again.
Can you imagine that?
Crazy.
Can you imagine that? Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. What sets your pizza? We're gonna get some closing questions, Bill. What sets your pizza apart from everyone else in the area?
I don't know. Just the legend. I mean, just like the legacy, I would say, you know, like my grandfather and just the whole story of it.
Look at that slice.
It's just an NEPA pizza. I mean, it's, you know.
You put your pizza up and you put yours against anybody else's? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer that. I'm going to answer it for you. Your pizza's right up there with this style. Like, you can't compare, like, it's not fair to compare this style pizza to a Sicilian pizza. Oh, they're two different pizzas.
Yes.
But for this style, you know, being my first and my original, sweet sauce is absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love it.
Thanks.
You got to try that without the toppings. Oh, yeah. The sweet sauce. It's my first time having this many toppings. Excuse me. On a sweet sauce pizza. That's fantastic. I'll probably eat this whole pizza. I'll probably eat this whole pizza the whole rest of the day. I got some closing questions. All right. What is your favorite food?
I go with pizza.
That's a good answer. What would be your last meal?
Well, pizza. Yeah.
You know, I have a feeling that this last question is going to be the same answer. What food could you eat 24/7?
Pizza.
Yeah.
Any screw up, I'm eating it, you know?
Mm-hmm. How many screw ups do you get a night?
Not many.
Yeah?
No, if they don't show up for it, or, you know, I'm taking one home. But sometimes it doesn't even really make it home, you know? I'm kind of hoping somebody doesn't come for one.
How often, what I want to ask, how often do people not pick up pizza?
It depends because of the wait on a Friday. I mean, 2.5 hours or 2 hours, you know.
When does it get to that wait time? What time? If I'm calling on a Friday,
around
when am I gonna get a 2 hour wait time?
4 or 5 o'clock.
So basically, call at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Could I call at 3 and have my pizza ready for 4:30?
You could call the day before if you want.
Yeah, that's the way you do it. That's the right way to do it. So people bitching about it just forgot to call.
Yeah.
Call earlier.
I mean, you're gonna know. I mean, it's Lent and everything. It's
especially when they know it's gonna be a 2 hour wait, and they order, and they're like, "Oh, I can't believe it's a 2 hour wait again." Well, it was last time. Think about what you're getting if it's a 2 hour wait. You know that food is fucking good.
The other thing is like when you have a wait like that, there's also, it's like, it's going to be maybe even a little bit later because you get one screw up, a machine breaks, this, that, something else happens. And then people come in and they're like, oh, I already waited this and that. I mean, it's hard to determine that time. It's very, and people get mad and upset, but I mean, it's nothing we can really do.
Right.
It's hard. It's hard to determine that time, and we try and count everything and do everything the way we can. But one little screw up, one little thing, one person calling because something happened or something, it's just hard.
A lot of people just, and it's fair, they never experienced working in a restaurant or working with the public or service industry like that. Just don't be rude.
Yes.
You could be upset. Getting upset happens. I get upset sometimes too. But how you handle it? How do you handle it? You're going to yell at the person? You're going to yell at the guy? You're going to yell at the pizza maker that has nothing to do with it? You talk to the owner, talk to somebody else, and you handle the situation.
Yes.
You don't go crazy. You don't go on, or you don't go online without talking to somebody at the shop and bitch about it.
They do that a lot anymore. I noticed that.
This happened a few weeks ago with some bullshit. You know what I mean? And there's no need for that. You got something to say. Say it. An honest restaurant worker will make it right.
Yes.
We deal with stuff at the gym all the time with members. I work at Good Tree MMA, Wilkes-Barre location. Excuse me. And I deal with all kinds of people down there. But you know what? They're all members. They're all great. And the ones that aren't members, this wasn't for them. You know what I mean? But it's just to talk to everybody the way you understand what they want. And sometimes they might take a free class or two, and you just can't sell them on the membership. They don't want to spend the money, or they just don't want to. Jiu-jitsu is not easy. Muay Thai is not easy. Training MMA is not easy. But for the kids, it's great. And people that are question it or on the fence about it, you come down the gym, you try a couple classes and see it's for you, and then you join in and take some time to get used to it. But it's worth it. Absolutely worth it. You play any sports in high school?
No, I was always making pizza.
You're the pizza family. Yep.
Yeah.
It's funny. A lot of second or third generation people that have on the show when it comes to pizza, that was it.
That's it.
Women are, whether you're a woman or you're a guy, that was the same story. It's just, I know that though. I worked in the restaurant business. I was 15 years old, busting tables Friday and Saturday nights, not going to football games, all that kind of shit. When I quit football, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's the life it took,
It is. I mean, I didn't really do much. I was always working because I was always looking to save money and, buy the things that I wanted to have. And,
And here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are. Eating pizza on a Friday afternoon at 3 p.m., chilling out in my kitchen, bullshitting. It's a pretty good day.
Yeah.
I think these are pretty good. Anything that you want to say to your customers before we sign off?
No, I think that's about it.
All right. That sounds good. Bill, I appreciate you coming on Food Fight. It was a pleasure getting a chance to learn the story of the family, because there's always people online saying all kind of crazy shit. Not crazy, but like there's always false stories.
Oh yeah,
they don't get along. There's enemies, or there's this. They stole the recipes. And
I changed it.
Yes.
I didn't change a thing. I mean, I've been doing it since.
That's what you need to say to your customers right now.
8 years
Tell
old.
them about it.
Tell them about it. And my grandfather's out front making the pizza. I'm in the back making the dough. So when I bought the place, my grandfather worked there for 6 years after I owned the place, and I wouldn't change a thing. So everything is the same.
I'm chewing. Yeah, that was probably. Now, it was very minimum bad comments. Very minimum. Very minimum.
Yeah.
Fully supportive, right? Most pizza shops are fully supportive. I was bozos in there, right? But yeah, that was the one comment. And I meant to ask you about that, but
we get it. I mean, I get it. And it is what it is, but some people just jealousy sometimes, something like, I mean, I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah.
We had some issues with, like certain products or stuff like that, but we made through it,
Yeah, sometimes you got to change a product and you got to make it work.
Yeah.
There's no fault of your own. Sometimes things cost a fortune right now too.
Oh, yeah.
In your prices, someone said $15 for this size pizza, not with the toppings, plain with sweet sauce, was too much.
No,
what the fuck you want? What the fuck you want for $15? I would pay $20 for that. You ever go to Brazzi's Pizza in Swayersville?
Yeah.
So you know Andy?
Yeah.
He puts out a good product.
That's a good product.
Oh man, it's such good pizza.
I watch a lot of stuff online. And I've heard about it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Brazzi's Pizza it's really good. He does the sauce swirl on top. It's just a very unique pizza. It's a good friend of mine. Very unique pizza. It's the cheese on the crust first, then the sauce on top. Yeah. Very good. Yeah, very,
That's the way
very
we
good.
do it.
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely. Absolutely love it, man. Bill, again, I know I got sidetracked again, but thank you so much for coming on Food Fight. I'm glad you clarified that your pizza has not changed.
Mhm.
It's the same quality since 1960.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
You are located over on, what are the numbers on Hazel Street?
445 Hazel Street.
445 Hazel Street. Parking spot in the back or in the church.
Yeah.
If you're going to call on a Friday or a Saturday, fucking call early.
Yeah.
Put your order in early.
You
You're
want to do a
driving around?
party?
Yeah, you do.
Call me up. I'll get up early. I'll make your party if you want it, you know?
Fantastic. Fantastic. What are the most pizzas you ever made in one order?
Back in the day with, it was the offset paperback.
Okay.
500 minis. We had, yeah. We had all 3 pizza places doing it.
Oh, no
Jerry's,
shit. I
my
love
dad's, Angelo.
That's
It
awesome.
was to make the pizzas.
That's awesome.
Little minis because there was no accidents for so many days.
Mm-hmm.
So they gave everybody a mini pie.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
500 mini pies. That's
Yeah.
good business right there.
Some pretty cool stories, you know?
Yeah, that's absolutely. I look forward to hanging out again. We go for rides in your car. Hearing some of those stories.
Yeah.
All right, Bill.
Cool.
Bill Ricci from Angelo's, the one and only in Wilkes-Barre, over at 445 Hazel Street. All right. My name is Brian DiMattei. This is the Food Fight Podcast, Food Fight Productions. Food Fight.
Food Fight.